with it. Garrison Hurst.
Young, back to throw. In trouble. He's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again. Goes to the 40, gets away again. To the 35. Cuts back at the 30. To the 20. The 50. The 20. He dies. Touchdown, 49ers.
7 Mullens, 27-yard line. 49ers into the backfield. It's a third down. He'll take himself. For first down. And more. Touchdown. It's in. Touchdown.
Corner's left hip. Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's good. Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers! It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, goes to slant on the left side. It's Michael, intercepted! The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption! Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown! No greater redemption!
Kaepernick shoots it. Hold everybody. Colin Kaepernick. What a game. Touchdown.
Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? The Nothing But Niners crew is here, and we are here at the crack of dawn. I almost said something else, but it's bright. It's early. West Coasters, I hope y'all are ready for this one, man. What's up, guys? It's the Fan Interaction Show. Sound Off Saturday has returned. Let's start with the crew. I'm going to mix it up this time. Tony, what's going on, big dog?
What up? What's going on?
You got it right. He's joining from a new spot, man. Where you coming at us from today?
Upstairs in the kitchen, dining room area.
Look at that guy. Look at this. He's just switching it up. I like it. Nice little chandelier. What is that over there? Is that what that is?
Yeah. He's got the Beauty and the Beast chandelier going on.
Oh, yeah, right. Where's Belle?
Right.
Stupid ass.
What's up, Nick? How you doing, bro?
What up?
I like it. I like it a lot. Breezy, what up?
I'm just gonna look straight. What's going on, baby? Look, I gotta get it right. There we go.
I'm down here somewhere, man. It's all good. It's all good, guys, man. We had a long night and we're back super early, man. This is gonna be a show for the faithful by the faithful, man. I can't wait for you guys to come in and sound off on what's going on with your favorite team. But before we do, let's get through some of these formalities, guys. Hit us up on the YouTube page. If you are here and this is your first time here, this is what we do at Nothing But Niners, man. We bring you guys shows, so this is what we want. If you like it and you enjoy it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and also turn on your notifications so that way you get the notifications for impromptu shows such as breaking news, halftime shows, so on and so forth, all right? Give us a follow on a couple of our social media pages, all right? We have Twitter and we have Snapchat. That handle is Nothing But 9, the number 9, ERS, all right? We have Facebook and Instagram and Twitch. That is Nothing But Niners, spelled all the way out, no numbers in there, and that is the same with the website, guys. www.nothingbutniners.com. Hit the shop tab, get that dope ass hat that Breezy's rocking over there. You guys see that? Yeah, that's where you're gonna go and get that. All right, go to nothingbutniners.com, hit the shop tab, or you go straight to the store site, shopnb9ers.com. All right, fellas, I'm shutting up. I shot my load already. I'm done.
Wait a minute. You can't say that.
Oh, I said shot, not blue.
It's still the same thing.
Right.
Really?
All right. It's a good morning. It's a Saturday morning, man. We woke now, baby. We woke now.
If
Mike
you
shooting
got
loads.
woke up from that. So, Mike, you got to say pause with that stuff, man. Look, man, I know it's top of the morning to you guys, man, right? Most of the West Coast guys bright and early, but we got some people in here, man. Look, I see Peachy's up in here, Symmetry's up in here.
Yeah, man.
Brewer.
My sister Lisa up in here. That shout out to putting this on my regular Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? Because I got people in here like, yo, I ain't a 49er fan, but I like what you do, so I'm going to support. I'm like, that's what's up.
Right?
That's what's up.
Yeah, so V Brewer 3000 here says, morning, fellas. Not going to lie, I'm a little nervous about this game with all our injuries.
I like that comment because it's finally a real comment. You know what I'm saying? Nah, y'all don't know what I'm saying.
A real comment as in feelings, showing your true feelings as a fan, like you're nervous. We talked about this yesterday, right? And Mike, you had as a close game. Tony, you had it, or Breezy, you had it as a close game as well. Tony, you weren't too close, but you didn't give a score prediction, so I don't really know how close you were. Are these injuries a massive concern for the 49ers this week or heading forward? Is there a reason to be nervous?
Of course there is. You're not 100%, but I just trust, like, in our staff and the players that we have that been with this team since Kyle's been here, most of them. And I just think if they stick to the basics, I think we're going to be okay.
Now, Mike, you touched on this yesterday, and you were saying this is a game. You actually, in the beginning, you were like, I think, we could lose this game. And then, when we had Kid Blue on the show, you were like, well, you kind of changed my path there. So, is that because you are nervous because of the injuries and don't think that the depth pieces can fill in those positions legitimately, I guess you could say? And then with him flipping you, what was the reasoning that flipped you?
Yeah. All right. So it was, so
it's early.
He didn't flip me, guys. And all right, I'm not doing this. I'm sorry. Let me be mature, Mike. I'm sorry. Yeah. So according to all right. I was nervous because of the team chemistry. Just the people working together and just finding a rhythm early. It's week 3. A bad team is going to find their rhythm around this time of the year. This is when teams start to hit their stride. Now, fortunately for us, the Giants have lost a focal point to their offense. And that kind of gives us a level playing field. Right now, they have to find a new chemistry. They're introducing a new running back, and Deion Lewis is out there, and he's not really super productive. So they're also forced to find some more chemistry as well. So then I guess that kind of makes it a wash. But what Kid Blue really did that sold me, not flipped me, what sold me was how he complimented our coaching staff.
Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no, I'm sorry. You can't. There's certain words you can't say around Wayne Breezy. Go ahead.
Damn it, man. How do I not say the next line? And I'm not going to say it, but the next line is the whole, like, all right, anyway. So, damn it. What sold me was how he complimented our coaching staff. They've been through this before. They have weathered the storm of injuries and multiple losses. But I do think that Brewer has the right to be concerned. Listen, I'm going to say some team names, and you guys tell me if you would pick the Niners to beat this team in our current injury situation with our current roster. You ready? Seahawks, just yes or no. Everybody give me one.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to go yeah.
You would pick us to beat the Seahawks with how we currently are.
Yeah.
Nick Mullens beat the Seahawks, what, 2 years ago?
I agree, and I also just think we would just match up differently against the Seahawks, just
All
it
right.
being a division game. So yeah.
And that was and that was with a better defense. Seattle had a better defense. And Nick Mullens, they beat them. I'm pretty sure they beat them.
You don't think Seattle's defense is better now, though, Tony? They do have Jamal Adams now.
I don't think so. I think Bobby Wagner was on top of his game. They had, I think Bennett. I think that whole defensive line was intact.
Oh, the line. Yeah, good point. Good point.
I even think they had Frank Clark.
They did at that point. Yep.
All right. What about the Cardinals?
I don't think the offense is the problem. I think it's the defense. We need depth on that defensive line, and losing Bosa and Ford, and now you're relying on Armstead and Hyder as your starters with Ansah and Jordan. I don't know.
I think we struggle against the Cardinals, guys. I think we would lose against the Cardinals in our current situation.
Well, let me ask you this: if we were playing the Cardinals this week instead of week 1 out of the gate,
I think we would.
Do you think we could have beat them?
I think we would get beat.
This team?
Huh?
With this roster?
In our current situation?
No, I'm saying, like, if the injuries didn't happen, I think we could have beat Arizona week 3 rather than week 1 out the gate.
Okay.
I'm going to go with yes with the Arizona Cardinals. And the reason I'm going to go with yes is because of the fact that even though Kyler Murray is a crazy mobile quarterback, and that's kind of how he beat up on us, right? A lot of it was to do with because our pass rushers and our game plan were doing what they were told, basically going upfield and keeping the outside pockets clear, right? Whereas Nick Bosa is really good against the run. D Ford is against the run. Not sure how Ziggy Ansah or Deion Jordan is going to fill into that role as run blocking. But I think our game plan would be totally different than what it was in week 1 with Kyler Murray. And I think the difference is we had so much focus on stopping Kyler Murray that it allowed Kyler Murray to beat us up the middle as well as get the ball out to DeAndre Hopkins. And we said it on the show. It was like, it's either DeAndre Hopkins is open or Kyler Murray's running. I think our game plan would be totally different going into this game, as in how we defend against the running quarterback compared to what we did in week 1, different game plan. So I'm going to go yes. And the only reason I say that is because I think, and I say no against the Seahawks, is because Russell Wilson's more of a thrower type quarterback. And if he has time to throw, he'll eat you up. And that's why I say no against the Seattle Seahawks, but I don't believe in Kyler Murray's arm as much as I do Russell Wilson's. I think that the game plan could be different and we could stop Kyler.
Interesting. Yeah, I think if we didn't play the Cardinals week 1, we beat them any other week. This team, they needed to start. They needed to find their rhythm, and Jimmy was finding it. You could see it in the whole first half. Jimmy was a completely different looking quarterback than he was there. And I think that if that offense could just put together another drive or two, even if we didn't score, just a sustained drive that didn't get our defense on the field so quickly, I think the defense did a good job against the Cardinals, honestly. But they just broke. They broke at the end. Mm-hmm. I really think that's what it was, just attrition.
I mean, our red zone was horrible, too. Our red zone was horrible that game. I mean, we were 3 times in there and didn't get no points.
Yeah, offense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If the offense plays a little bit better, I think that I think we could take the Cardinals in the week 3. Like if we played them this week as opposed to week 1, I think we do.
I agree. And mainly because you just said Jimmy G would have been more in a rhythm opposed to them finding himself like he did week 1 against Tampa Bay last year. He wasn't that great. And he was the same this year against the Arizona Cardinals. He wasn't that great. So I agree.
Okay. All right. Well, I was just going through this list of teams that we have to play, right? I mean, there's the Bills on here. There's the Washington football team, the Rams, the Saints, the Packers, the Patriots. I mean, it's ugly. It's an ugly list for this current team to go up against. And I think there would be a lot of no's as opposed to yeses. Now, maybe that's Mike being a downer, but I just think there would be a lot of no's with the way this team is currently built. We're not beating a lot of those teams. So I understand why Brewer is worried.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we were saying last night, Mike, that why this is a must-win type game. Because with the record that the team that you have now is going to be harder to beat those bulk of the teams, where the NFC West has the schedule reversed and the Seattle Seahawks have the Giants, the Jets, all those teams poor at the end of the season. You got to get these games under your belt because of that fact. Just like you said, you don't see us win. There's a lot of no's in there. So if you lose those games, that takes you out of playoff contention.
Yeah, but we're not playing those teams with this current roster.
But we're still going to be playing that. What? How many players? Okay, so yeah, obviously not Jimmy Garoppolo, right?
Jimmy Garoppolo, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Raheem Mostert, Kevin Cole. All those guys are going to be back by the time we get down to that part of the season. So we're not going to be facing those teams. I was just doing this for an exercise. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I see why Brewer would be worried with the way the roster is currently. But the good news is, the positive with all that is that this is just a temporary little road bump. We might have a roster similar to this maybe next week. But even then, I think Jimmy's back. I think Kittle's back. And Shanahan said that Deebo Samuel will return to practice this week. He's been practicing on the side. Correct. He said he's hopeful that he'll be ready for the actual game. So just right there, just boom, just like that, you have and also Mostert's coming back. Mostert will be back next week also. Correct. That's 5 players, key players on your offense right there that are back in the mix. You got your running back,
going
your
Going
wide
against Philly.
receiver, your quarterback, and is it 4? I thought I named 5 people.
Well, Dre Greenlaw you can throw in there too.
Right, but in the defense side. But like that's my point though. These guys are coming back all just next week. So let's get through this one and then let's see what happens, man. Jim Brony here has a $1.99 contribution. Thank you. He says no
worries with Mullens starting.
With Mullens starting, he's getting his reps. Yeah.
It's we say yeah, but I mean Jimmy G's first game he struggled starting. So who's to say that Nick Mullens might not be able to find his rhythm starting his first game as well? I mean, it's cool when you come in and you relieve, a pitcher or a quarterback or whatever, the pressure is a little bit less or whatnot. And he just had to come in and manage the game, right? He has to come in and win a game. So we can't say not to worry because now we're putting more on this young kid's shoulders, this young guy's shoulders. The good thing is he's been with this team for 4 years. The issue is if they choose the game plan, for Nick Mullens, they're going to do their best to, confuse him with that defense. So there's worries when your starting quarterback isn't starting. I'm sorry.
This may just be me, but I think Nick Mullens reads the defense better than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay. We're going to find out on Sunday.
That's just me. And the reason I say that is because you may see stupid throws as in, a bad throw I'm going back to 2018, obviously, right? Because I haven't seen Nick Mullens play since 2020 or since 2018 in 20, you know what I mean? So I think he's more, like I said the other day, right? So Jimmy Garoppolo is a guy who likes to spread the football, right? And Nick Mullens is a guy who has his 1 or 2 guys that he's going to go to. This is how it was in 2018, right? So he has a pinpoint of what he's doing. Now, whether that helps him or hurts him, meaning tunnel vision type thing, whether that helps him or hurts him, he is going – I just think he has – man, how can I say this? I don't want to say better pocket presence because that's not exactly what I mean, but something on those terms.
He just sees the field better, Nick.
I definitely think he sees the field better, but I was trying to think of something else. But I think Nick Mullens will be fine with this offense, man. I think he's grown. I think he has had a chance to grow. Obviously sitting behind Jimmy Garoppolo for, a Super Bowl run, just learning. And then, just his presser in general kind of had me thinking like what he was working on. So obviously he's like, everything is arm strength, right? We're working on arm strength. We're working on, just a bunch of different things that he said, like Kyle Shanahan says every day, you're either getting, you're either staying the same or getting better. So I don't know. I think Nick Mullens will be fine.
I know this person didn't pay for a contribution and we don't know what they look like, but this is a great comment. The Niners are 20-6 with Jimmy and 4-20 without him.
Yeah, but 4-20. How many of those games was CJ Beathard? Probably 12.
And how many? Either way, we only won 4.
Yeah.
So if Beathard won 2, then Nick won 2. I mean, it's still not good numbers.
But that's the thing. That isn't there more than? Is it just CJ Beathard and Nick Mullens?
No,
that are behind?
That also includes
right.
Nick, that Warriors in there as well.
CJ Beathard won 1 game.
Okay.
And Mullens won 3 of them.
Yeah. So look at
Hoyer didn't win any games.
No.
Remember we started 0-8 or 0-9.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. And
go ahead, Tony. I saw you jumping in. Say it. Speak.
It's a different team as well. And you're talking about when these guys played was 2018. Mm-hmm. Jimmy played all of 2019, and they added their pieces, and now it's 2020. So that's what you're going into year 4 of this regime. So these guys are 100% prepared. They know the ins and outs of this offense. So I think it's going to be easier. And let's go back to the Oakland Raider game. Everyone was like, well, can we beat Oakland? I don't know. Nick Mullens had a game of his life that game. He had one hell of a game.
Yes,
okay. He stepped up to the occasion. He played. So
he got followed by Brett Favre after that game. He played so well.
Well, Brett Favre and him were buddies because they went to.
He actually broke
before that.
Brett Favre's record in college
Yeah,
in passing yards and stuff like that. So I mean, I think Nick is going to be ready. And another thing is like this offense isn't centered around the quarterback; it's centered around the running game. So Kyle could easily put a kibosh to the Giants' aggressiveness by running the ball, taking them out of their strength, attacking the edges, see how they hold up against the edge. And I think that's the route they're going to go. And then once they get on their heels, that defense is when Kyle's going to flip the script on him and start rolling the pocket and doing his play action passing off of that. And like we said last night, Kyle banged the table for this guy, McKinnon. He's the starting running back. Let's see what it's about.
Yeah, I agree with the game plan, Tony. That doesn't mean it's going to work. So, like, I agree with it. I agree we should run. We should attack with the run and do what we normally do. But how many times we try that and we have to switch up? And that, to me, that's when I'm a little bit worried about the Nick Mullens, you know, if we have to focus on passing the ball. They start stacking the box, right? And we don't have Mostert. We don't have Coleman. We have McKinnon, Wilson Jr., and then the undrafted free agent, right? So we don't necessarily know what these guys are going to be like. We don't know what McKinnon is going to be like as a starter, right? We like him when he comes in the game so far, these 2 games, and he's been able to relieve the running backs and do some different things. But now you're saying, go be my bell cow. It might just be a little bit different is what I'm trying to say. Like,
It could be, but just remember this: 3rd and 21. It was McKinnon that converted, not Nick Mullens.
right? I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying it's going to be 100% McKinnon. I think you're going to see a rotation. I think you're going to see Jeff Wilson Jr. I think you're going to see Hasty. I think it's going to be pretty much a 3-headed attack in the backfield. It's not going to be just one guy. Because I think we could all agree they're all different. All 3 of them have all different running styles. So I think he's going to mix it up with that, knowing each style for each play. They're going to, you know, he's going to do his rotation based off of that with him and Bobby Turner. But listen, it's going to be interesting. I just feel that this team right now in year 4 of this offense, when it's year 1 of the Giants regime, you just got to go with the experience over the less experienced team.
Understood.
I kind of think we're even keel now with the injuries. I mean, they do have 3 phenomenal down linemen, but it's a 34 front, so they're going to be attacking the inside of the defense, and we'll see what their outside linebackers are made of. Carter, I know they have Blake Martinez. They paid big money for Blake Martinez to come over from Green Bay to man the middle linebacker, and we all saw what happened to him in the playoffs. So, I mean, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying he's a phenomenal run defender. It's when you have to put him in coverage, and you know, it is what it is. They're going to see what you're going to see happen tomorrow. Because believe me, don't think he don't know.
Well, I saw Nick take himself off of mute. I don't know if he had a comment, but I have some to respond with that. And that's going to be the loss of Mostert. We haven't really discussed that speed is a game-changing speed that he has. I've seen people take the right angles on Mostert and not catch him. Like he's just that special. And no one we saw on that 51-yard run or whatever it was, that 3rd and 21 or 31 that we converted with McKinnon, he ran out of gas. Mostert doesn't do that. It's a different type of backfield. It's going to be very different. That's my response to the Blake Martinez thing. That's not Mostert in there this time. That's not even Coleman in there this time. It's going to be 3 people that he hasn't played against. He hasn't played against any 3 of these guys that are going to be out there. So it's going to be interesting. I do want to put the number up. Nick, you can get your comment off. Let's put this ticker across the bottom here. Guys, if you want to call in, text the word call to the phone number 628-888-3443. If you want to be on video, just text the word video. We would love to get you on here. We will read all the texts that come in as long as they're appropriate. All right. We will read all the texts that come in on the line. And then you can say what you want to say. Or if you want to call in or be a guest on the show on video, you can absolutely do that as well. So the phone lines are open. Nick, the floor is yours.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say that Got crazy
feedback.
Yeah. All right, it's going now. Yeah, I was just gonna say Blake Martinez. I was like, Kyle Shanahan like knows that dude like inside and out, and we just destroyed him. And obviously, it was with speed, like Mike said. So Mike hit on that. It was with speed. So, no, look, I just to end off with the Nick Mullens stuff. I have 100% confidence in him being under center all week long and getting the game plan under compared to coming in at a halftime, like I said over on the overreaction show before. If this guy gets his reps, I think he'll be fine. He can literally look. You don't need a great quarterback, right? You have to have guys that are around you. And this team, like Tony was saying, we've hit on it already, that this team is totally different than when Nick Mullens was under center before or in shotgun, either way. Totally different team, right? So, but this team has playmakers that are around them. And, you got, even though George Kittle's down, you got a Jordan Reed. Debo Samuel's down, you got a Brandon Ayuk, who is kind of similar, probably, a little bit faster and a better catch radius, maybe. Kendrick Bourne has come a long way. We've talked about this. Trent Taylor's back, who is a guy that he used. Offensive line is better. Even though we have injuries right now, it still, I think, is better than what it was then. So, look, I'm nervous because every NFL game I'm nervous. But I don't think this is a game that I'd be nervous as compared to a division rival game, compared to the New York Giants. So there's a little bit of nervousness there just because I'm afraid of playing on this field again and sustaining more injuries that can hurt our season. But I think that this game will be handled pretty well under Nick Mullens, and I believe he's a game manager. I believe that he is going to, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him stretch the field Sunday either. Open things up in the middle. So, and Kid Blue also said that our defense across the middle is horrible. And Kyle Shanahan loves to attack the middle of the field. So we'll see. But I have 100% confidence in Nick Mullens. So
I wanted to go on the air and too say I have 100% confidence in Nick Mullens, guys. I don't want you guys to think that I think he's going to be a problem or whatnot from his performance last week. I didn't think he played that bad. I mean, dude went 8 for 11. You know what I'm saying? I have 100% confidence in this team, point blank, period. And I still think that this team is going to win. I just don't think it's going to be one of those easy wins. Remember, it's a road game, and we've had some issues on this field. If you guys don't remember, just go watch last week's game. So all I'm saying is I'm hoping that gets situated. I think the 49ers are going to pull this game off. I just think it's going to be closer than most of us expect, all right? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Mike is taking a phone call. I know Darius, my guy Darius Mosley, is going to call in or text. He just texted me trying to get in on video. So
we have a caller, too, that I need to call.
Yeah, so go ahead and give the first caller a call. And then we'll go from there. So,
all right. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi.
What's going on, Melissa? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Breezy?
We doing good, man. You on the air with nothing but Niners, man.
Where's he in the
house? Talk your talk, baby.
I'm good. I like the new background for you and Nick, by the way.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. So, Melissa, what's going on?
I just wanted to say on air that if anybody wants to come talk to me because of you, I got a Twitter account. So,
her Twitter account is on. Good.
They wanted to add me. It's NJ49 Izzy, IZZY.
So her Twitter account is NJ49IZZY. I like that. So guys, if you want to get at her, hit her up.
All right. So I got a question for all of you because you guys are talking about Deion Jordan and the linebackers last night and all this stuff that's new on defense that's worrisome. But is anyone still worried about Dante Johnson, or is that just me?
That's a good question. Is anyone worried about Dante Johnson?
First off, we got to get it right. Dante Dookie Johnson. No, I'm just messing around. I just had to bring that back up because that's what I used to say to Mike all the time. Years ago, Dante Dookie Johnson, but never mind. It went over a lot of people's heads. So if people weren't here and haven't watched before, then you don't know. But no, I mean, look, this is definitely, obviously going down a depth chart in your DBs is worrisome, right? So we're down Sherman, Okello's down as well. If we lose an Emmanuel Mosley, how does Jason Verrett play? Will Dante Johnson touch the field, right? Is Dante Johnson going to be the guy who starts this week? Still a question in the air, right? He's been practicing the most, which I hope not. But yes, it's worrisome. Dante Johnson definitely worries me. I think he's more of a right now. More. I'm not going to. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Melissa. You were talking.
Yeah, but wasn't he in both Arizona and the Jets game where he had like big penalties or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I just feel like he's not progressing on this defense, right? He's out there as a casualty body. I don't mean that in a negative way for him to get hurt or anything. Like, he's literally just a body that fills space because we're in transition or something like that. So I'm not. He has a role on this team. We're still trying to figure it out, and it's probably got something with him being just Dookie. I don't know. I just know that Dante Johnson is, he's just not working out, but they keep bringing him back. There's a reason why they keep bringing him back, and Mike probably knows why. He just don't want to say it.
First of
okay,
all,
well, the thing is, what I'm also most afraid of, and I think nobody's really talking about it because we all love him, and he's such a workhorse, but are we afraid that Fred Warner is going to work too much in the middle trying to make up for two other linebackers?
That's a good question. So you're saying two linebackers. So you're saying on the air
because
right now, Quan Alexander
Quan punches out, but Quan doesn't really do much else lately.
What?
Like, he has like good games, he has like good series.
Are you kidding me?
But then he's like I'm gonna be like Solomon Thomas, or I'm gonna be like
Did you wait? Did you just compare Quan Alexander to Solomon Thomas? You didn't just do that. There's no way you just did that.
Sometimes when they get beat, they just stand there. They don't keep going at it. Fred Warner will literally chase you all over the field, backwards and forwards, and he will not stop until like the play's over.
Well, they have two different linebackers, though, right? They have two different motors, and they cover two different parts of the field, right? So
yeah, but if we're worried about the running game and these guys who might go up the middle because our line is depleted and our linebackers are weaker, wouldn't you think they would go more down the middle on the run game than out to the sides?
I don't know. I think it depends because Devontae Freeman likes to get outside. How do we know? He played in the outside zone with Kyle Shanahan. That's like his strength. So you're still going to need your speed linebackers on the edge, like on the outside of the edges, right? That you're still going to need them. So I think Quan's purpose is to come in there and be the speed to be that last guy on that tackle. I think he struggles in coverage. I think that's an issue. And they might line up with three tight ends, and that might be an issue with Quan. But I mean, you can't compare Quan to Fred Warner. I mean, Fred Warner is Fred Warner, and then there's Quan like tier 2.
I don't think she was comparing those two. She was saying,
okay,
with the comparison.
I have one more question for Mike, since he's like the only one I don't have following me on Twitter, so I can't always message him.
Mm-hmm. This is for you, Mike.
I followed her.
My question to Mike is this: Arizona, right? You were talking about who you're most worried about in the West to face coming up. So my question to Mike is, are you worried about tackling Kyler Murray again? Because last time they tried twice, and it just seemed like after those two huge penalties and that big touchdown, they were like, we're not even going to try to tackle this guy. Just let him run all over the field, just like the Titans did with Mahomes in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, so I don't know if she can hear us responding to her if it's not breezy because of the way it's set up, but I'm not worried about Murray. I think that the league is going to run its course. They do this thing where they protect these running quarterbacks early, and then after a while they're like,
No,
well,
it's I'm a little delayed because I have to talk to you on my phone and then I'm watching you guys on my Kindle, so it's like a minute or so behind.
So
So I try to avoid what happened with Breezy last time by having the feed up at the same time as the phone, but it's a little delayed.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but I'm not worried about it. I think it's going to run its course. I think everything is going to be fine. I think that the league will let up on these how ticky-tack they're being with people, tackling these.
Like falling on them and getting 15-yard penalties.
Killing me right now. What the hell are you looking at, man?
Oh, and do you guys think that it is a bogus excuse what they said last week about Jimmy? Because he got hit twice on the ground, and they really try to come at us by saying that because he's wearing a mask, they couldn't call a penalty.
Tony, talk about it. Tony, you on mute.
I'm on mute?
No, Tony is.
Oh.
I absolutely believe because that ref
You're
had his
on
mask
mute.
on, he couldn't. Oh boy. I definitely believe it because he had that mask on. He couldn't get the whistle to his mouth fast enough. And I honestly think there should have been 2 penalties, which would have been 30 yards plus a first down.
Yeah, but you
because
just
if
throw
you
the
look at the
flag
penalty
on the
where
field. You got hit twice on the ground.
I'm with her. I'm with you.
I mean,
you
everyone's
could,
wearing masks.
you could, but then the
still have
argument would
hands
be
that don't
he's
have
not
masks
playing
that
to
can
the
still
whistle.
throw flags.
I understand it, but
Like
they could
Josh
turn
Allen got
around and
hit
say,
last year
well, the
during
whistle
the
did not
Patriots
blow.
game, and they don't throw a flag because he's Josh Allen. Carson Wentz, they had Clowney literally, and they did in slow-mo too, which shocked me. They literally showed his head going down on an angle, purposely taking out Carson Wentz in the back of the helmet while he's on the ground. They don't throw it down because it's Carson Wentz. But Kyler Murray, who's this young, up-and-coming, hot fantasy quarterback, they give 2 bogus penalties to when they barely touch him. And the guy, literally is, flying over him, holding himself in, a bridge position, and they get 2 huge penalties because he's a hot quarterback.
Well, not only that, he slid head first, so that's not giving himself up. So right off the bat, that penalty should not have been called.
And I think what Tony was trying to say, because I'm not sure if you're able to hear him, what he was trying to say was because the referee couldn't get the whistle to his mouth due to the mask being on, the players would be just like, well, we never heard a whistle. And that's why they continued, they continued to play. You get what I'm saying? Because
it definitely was a penalty, though, 100%.
Absolutely. But the reason why she asked, why couldn't we just throw the flag? It was because the players would be like, well, we never heard a whistle. So how can you throw a flag if we didn't hear a whistle? And that was because the ref had the mask. He couldn't, whatever.
Because if you look at the replay.
Okay. And my last question is, for me, for years, the fade has been my most hated throw in the world, mostly because of Crabtree and Kaepernick. So where would you guys rank that horrible high throw that Jimmy threw that got Kittle injured again?
Where would you guys rank the throw that Jimmy threw that got Kittle injured? Where would you rank that throw? It's a horrible high throw. Where would you rank it, guys?
I don't know where I would rank it, but that was a dangerous throw. That could have been a lot worse than what it turned out to be.
I mean, Kittle could have just not jumped.
He could have, but I mean,
because it was high. He could have not jumped, and he said, "Hey, this is over my head. It's going out of bounds anyway." So, I mean, I like that Kittle tried to make a play on it. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where I would rank it.
Yeah, but the thing with Kittle is, and I love him to death because he's such a workhorse, but he constantly tries to make Jimmy look better. I don't know if he does that for any other quarterback but Jimmy right now.
Maybe he doesn't have to. We'll find out on Sunday.
And the crazy thing is, he has a torn labrum, so he's making that jump, trying to get this big ball that he knows is way over his head, and he's still trying to bail Jimmy out. And then they get all these people talking about the greatest hands right now, and they're saying it's going to be Kelsey, it's Darren Waller, it's all these people, and I'm like, Kittle is still the best tight end in the football right now. Just because he's not playing doesn't mean he's not the best tight end.
Yeah, we agree with you. But we do thank you for your call, and we truly appreciate you for supporting us here at Nothing But Niners. And
Oh, and one last thing. Everybody should go check out Shoot the Breeze because that is awesome.
thank you for the plug, Melissa. We truly appreciate. I appreciate you, and I know the fellas appreciate you. We'll definitely see you tomorrow. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'll definitely call again in chat. So, and I'm on Twitter, which I will love to
They got your name
get
posted
you
up
and
here.
Tony's opinions before the game tomorrow again. So,
We got you, and we're gonna make sure they
All right.
follow you. All right.
bye. Good morning, everybody.
Peace out. All right, that was Melissa, man. You see her Twitter handles up here at NJ49. Izzy
is or Izzy ain't my baby. All right, so she asked a lot of good questions here, and I know that because she couldn't hear us, I didn't want us to like keep trying to talk over it, and so
Yeah.
I kind of like fell back a little bit. It was a really good question about the mask and the whistle and all that, because there was some confusion, right? And if you watch the replay, Jimmy is barely, when he goes down to his knee, he's barely touching the back of his leg. I can promise you that linebacker or lineman that came in and hit him again didn't see that he was touched on the back of his leg. So they rely on that whistle. Now, I think it's a little silly that the refs don't have the whistles in their mouths as a play is going on. I've never seen that before. I understand that they're wearing a mask, but have it pulled down or something so you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a play is going on, the whistle should be available. So,
especially where he was sitting, like that's the back judge. That's
Right.
the official. So that's the spot where you need to blow the whistle and blow it quick.
right.
But clearly, I was trying to say it, but she started talking. I don't know if because of the delay, she didn't hear me. But if you watch the replay, Jimmy's clearly down. He's not making any effort to move. And you see the official like reach to pull and start running to start like, doing this, like to stop the play. And then after that, so that means the way I saw that is the referee seeing him down and understood that he gave himself up in his head, the play is over. And then the jet player just landed right on top of him. That's got to be called. I'm sorry. It's, people could say we're whiners. Listen, it is what it is. He could have been hurt again. Like it could have been something else, but it didn't get called. There's nothing we could do about it. So we just got to move on, but it definitely should have been called.
Look, there's a lot of things in 2020 we're not used to. And Mike said, well, like at least have the mask pulled down. Well, that just takes the whole purpose away. So of them wearing a mask. So might as well just keep it up. But either way, it was bad, right? And these things are going to happen in the NFL. So, especially with the whole pandemic thing and all those other things that you got going on in the NFL right now. I understood her point as to why throw the flag. Well, you can't throw a flag if the whistle wasn't blown. You can throw a flag on the penalty of the hit in the head, the way that he hit him, like came in but technically, it wasn't a late hit because the whistle wasn't blown. So that's where they can get away with it. But is it right? No, completely not. Completely not right.
I am going to get my mask, and I'm going to go buy a whistle and see if I can put my mask on with the whistle inside.
Well, of course you can. Of course.
I don't know if it would be audible because the air, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how that works. I don't know. But they got to figure something out because they're putting the safety of quarterbacks and other players in danger here. And this isn't
agreed.
We got to see it because it happened to our team, but that's a very dangerous situation. You can get someone like, if God forbid this guy came in up top, you know what I mean? Like just it's bad. It's really bad. So
yeah.
But thank you, Melissa, for the call. We really appreciate it. And I did follow you on Twitter.
Jersey in the house. I keep telling her she's like 25. She's like 25 minutes from Nuno's. I'm like, why have you not been to Nuno's yet?
Dante Johnson is fine. All right. That's what I wanted to get back to. You talk about Jersey in the house and all that. Dante Johnson is absolutely fine. All right. 2 pick sixes. He's got 2 interceptions in his 49er career, and both of them go back to the house. Y'all better stop and pay that man his respects. All right.
Man, look, man, I'm not gonna curse on today. It's Saturday. I'm just not.
You're lying. That means it's coming the next time you open your mouth.
I'm not, yo. I just can't. I can't believe you said that. I agree. He had 2 pick sixes, but that doesn't make him other than fine. I think he's
Well, see, so a game like today, I think a game like tomorrow, where they're
Yeah.
down a couple of wide receivers,
Yeah.
he does well in preseason against third and fourth string guys. He's a lockdown guy.
Wait a
when
minute,
he's in there
Mike.
like
That's
that.
a good point, bro. That's a great point. That's a
Thank you.
great point. I still don't think he'll get much burn unless
Right.
Verrett is hammied out and Witherspoon is hammied out. Does that mean Dante Johnson starts at cornerback?
No, he's not starting. There's no way he starts.
Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Verrett is hammied out, and Witherspoon
No,
is
Verrett's
hammied out.
healthy. Witherspoon's the one with a hammy.
I'm just saying, if that happens, if Verrett is hammied out and Witherspoon is hammied out, then that leaves us with Mosley and because Tim Harris isn't back yet.
Webster.
Okay. All right, Mike.
Nah, bro. If Webster come in here and get the start over Johnson, I'm rioting. I'm gonna riot. I want to see Johnson. Pause. I want to see Johnson on the field in that situation.
Webster.
All right, so hold on. So I got this thing. So I got this picture my girl just sent me, and she's like, they make masks for horn players. Why not whistles? And I'm going to show the picture real quick. If you guys – oh, how do I get it into the bigger one? Hold on. Let me get into the overlay. I got to find overlay right here. But this is funny because this is what you were just talking about, Mike.
Put it up again. I made you full screen. Put it up
Yeah,
again.
yeah, I'm going to put it up right now. So I'm going to put it up here and put it as a big screen. So –
Yeah,
Wait, time out. Is that real?
that's real.
that's real. We
I
have those in our
absolutely-
school.
I have
Yeah.
nothing appropriate to say about this at all. Can
Look.
you get this off the screen?
So
Next.
why can't they do that with masks?
I don't know, man, but it might not look right, or maybe they need to change the color.
Hey, are we still on? Are we still live, or did they knock us off for that picture?
Yeah, I know. We're like everybody's frozen.
I'm not frozen. Mike's not frozen.
You're frozen on our ends.
All right, bring it in. Look, we got a couple of people that we want to get to. We have 2 videos, and we have another caller that wants to call in. Listen, for the callers that call in, what we're going to do is we're going to let you ask your questions, right? And then we're going to answer your questions off the air, right? So when you hang up, we'll respond to your questions. All right, guys? Cool.
Sounds good.
Anthony said it's not. So it looked like one of those masks, those dominatrix type masks. Wait, can you put the picture back up there? Because I want to see it again. I just want
You're killing me.
All right, my bad. All right, never mind. I'm sorry, Tony. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I mean, it looked like she specifically went to like your Penthouse store, or I don't know the name of the stores you guys have in your area, but we have that one. We have another one. Probably Mike's Pleasure for Pleasure, and she went and grabbed that joint, and it works though. It looks like it's working. She's blowing into the whistle.
Pause.
I mean the recorder. That's a recorder, guys. That's a recorder. Hard instrument to play too, by the way.
Yo, that mask looks like the guy from Silence of the Lambs.
Do you want some fava beans? Let me
Yep.
say.
There you go.
I didn't think about that mask. That might be a good mask for Halloween too. Thanks, Tony. All right, so we got a video caller, and they text video. So
Nah, where the nigga get this shit off the screen, Nick?
Nick is gone, bro. He's like out. Like Nick left.
I'm gonna kick Nick's ass. Where's this picture at? Hold on. He going dip. Hey. Yo, what the hell, man?
Nick froze and then left with that
He
picture.
gonna put the
on
picture there and dip. I'm out.
No, I froze. I couldn't do anything. It wouldn't let me do anything.
All
That
right,
was
where's our
funny.
logo? The logo missing. Can we get some order in here?
Order in the court.
There we go. All right. Oh, nope.
All right.
Yeah.
So how do I get this person the link that wants to be on the video?
We have to share the link with them. So
Yeah, I'll just share the link with them.
Okay.
I'll send you the link.
oh, you got it? All right. All right. So we'll get it. In the meantime, refs do better if possible. All right, you can do better out there. Let's y'all value player safety. This should be mandatory. All right. I don't know how to change that.
I can't even focus after that picture.
You guys got issues, man. I'm gonna pray for you guys tomorrow when I go to church.
Oh my
Breezy.
God.
Never mind. I'm not even gonna go there.
Oh man.
Thanks, Jess, for that. Love you for that. That's funny.
Whew. All right. So
Breezy, I sent you the link.
I got it, bro.
I am way too childish for this. Y'all
No, we're
can't
not.
do that to me.
We're adults.
I'm a big ass kid. I'm
I'm
over here pausing and saying I want to see Johnson. Like that. Come on, you can't put that mask up here and not expect me to like lose it. That was crazy.
All right,
And then you
so
put it
I'm
back up
sending
there
out the
again.
link to them while they get
All
their links together.
It said, "Does it come in leather?"
Oh, leather. Whoa. See, Mike has been to that store. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he definitely has.
I'm telling you now, we got to put the Nothing But Niners logo on that mask.
Let's do it, yo.
Let's go right at the
Hey,
top.
Nick, let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Nick
I
can
want
create
one
anything.
that has a zipper though, bro. So you can like zip it up when you're not.
I think that one
That
had a zipper.
on
Had
it.
a
You ain't
zipper.
seen that was a zipper?
Oh, it did have a zipper
It
on
had
it?
a zipper on it, man. Hell yeah, there was a zipper on that thing, bro. You kidding me? Stay off my OnlyFans page. All right, so while we're waiting for this person to come in here, man, I want to know. Damn, I had something like football related to say too, and I'm losing it right now. Shit, I lost it. It'll come back to me. Somebody say something.
Yo, this
All right,
is
who we getting on
great
video?
show. I don't know, but I sent them the links. They should be joining soon. We could do another caller. We do have
Yeah,
another person.
let's do another
All
call real quick.
All right, so let's.
So wait, Wayne, I have a question for you.
Okay.
How are they hearing you? Is it through your microphone, like the mic in your face, or is it the microphone on the phone?
They're hearing me through the board, so you can hear them on air, right? But you can't hear them because I got headphones on.
No, but I'm saying we can hear them. They can't
Right.
hear us. But I'm saying, so like when I do the calls,
That's why I said they can't hear you because I have headphones in my ear. So
right. So if you take the headphones out,
and I put like on speaker, then you can probably hear them, but it might cause feedback or something.
oh, okay.
Well, they'll hear us.
So that's why I said let's just answer off the air. Like let's get their questions, let them chime in. We have 2 minutes, and then boom, 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 boom. We'll answer their stuff off the air like how you just did. All right. So let's call this person. I don't know who this is. Oh, this is Sean. So we're gonna give Sean a call real quick while we get those up.
Nothing but knowledge.
Nothing but knowledge.
Nothing but knowledge. Knuckle up, put him up, guard your grill. Sean, you there? Nope.
What's up?
What's good, baby? What's going on, baby?
You know, holding it down.
Yeah. That's what we like
Holding
to
it
hear.
down.
That's what we like to hear. Listen.
Hey, Breezy.
Yo.
Hey, Breezy, you got 2 more fans in this house, dude. Jax and Kanan. They live Shoot the Breeze. They shot 2 low ones today already.
I love my family, baby. Shout out Kanan. Let's go.
Kanan.
Hey, listen, you got 2 minutes,
Hey.
man. Do your talk, man. Go ahead and do your thing, baby.
Hey, so really quick, that picture, I just want you guys to know I have 2 takes on that picture. That picture looked, number one, like Patrick Mahomes playing clarinet straight up. For some reason, I was like Patrick Mahomes playing the clarinet. But it also looked like, you guys remember Pulp Fiction? That looked like the Jim actually got a job in a symphony, doesn't it? He had the full zipper. He's got full job going there, bro. Like that's horrible, Nick. Yeah, that scares me. Kane is crying right now. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying to hold it in because I know exactly what you're talking about, and I think everyone else does too.
He looked all excited too, like, yes, I'm doing well, right? Like, oh, anyway. Hey, this whole thing about Dante Johnson, I just want to say something. It's gonna be super quick. Like I used to be a Starbucks manager, and I was in New York, and there was this one guy I had. Like his name was Leon. And I'm telling you, you know, as a manager, like sometimes you need people to fill in. And this relates to Dante Johnson, why we still have this guy around. I knew Leon would always show up, but this guy, Leon, if you're listening, he was so slow, right? We would show coffee out. I put urn cleaner in this coffee. I'd say it has a sign, do not take out, right? I turn back around and I look and I'm like, where did that coffee go? And I see Leon coming back from the floor and I go, Leon, you didn't just take this out there, did you? He goes, oh, no. I didn't take that out there. I go, you're sure? He goes, no, I made a fresh batch. I go, that was urn cleaner. I look over at the self-serve coffee. People are starting to drink it. And I just see them start spitting it out. And one guy was so tired, he just starts pouring more sugar and more cream into it and goes, oh, like, that's good. I'm like, you get your butt out there. You get that coffee back out. So I say that because the only reason Leon still had a job is because we knew that he would show up every day and he wasn't going to get sick. And that's what Dante Johnson is on this team, man. Woo! We know he's going to show up. He's probably not going to get injured. But as far as, like, dependable coverage, all he's dependable on is giving up plays. I'm sorry. I thought he was good, but he's just like, you know that the guy's not going to get injured. So, all right, you're going to come back, all right? My question for you guys, though, is when do you guys think we're going to see more man-to-man coverage? Because we've seen a little bit. I think that, you know, this is a good opportunity for Saleh to start to show that he can be a diverse coach, because we're going to probably have to come up with more creative blitzes. And last thing before I go, guys, is I just want to say I'm a diehard Warriors fan. And the reason I bring this up right now is because they kind of modeled the regime off of what the Warriors were doing. Do you remember when they first came in, they got rid of all those players? And then, like, it was like the most in history. They basically got rid of half of their roster. And they brought in all these people that had good character, were solid players. And the position that we're in right now, you know, if we make it through these games, do you remember when the Warriors, before pre-Garnett or pre-Grant, they got all those injuries on that title run, and all the people that were on the bench backed up and came in and looked like superstars and went to other teams and didn't do so well. But we have the opportunity now. Like, if these backups can come in and play, can you imagine how tight we're going to be, or how our depth's going to be later on at the end of the year? I mean, this could be a blessing in disguise. When people go down, they're going to be like, oh, just plug this guy in and we're going to be fine.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
man, Sean, we truly appreciate the call, and we're going to go ahead and take care of those answers. As soon as we get off this phone, we're going to answer your question, because I got some answers to that question. Man-to-man coverage, guys. You ready? Sean, thank you, man. We love you, baby.
Love you too. You guys have a good day.
Yes, sir. You too. Peace out. All right, man-to-man coverage, guys. When we
about to get medieval on your ass.
He was waiting so long to get that reference out, bro. It was I didn't even think he was gonna do it, but he did it. All right, guys, man-to-man coverage. Sean wants to know, when are we gonna see more man-to-man coverage? Somebody's calling, and we asked them not to call. Yo, it reminds me, Sean speaks in parables, and so does Wayne Breezy. Listen, I got students, right? And I will give the students specific instructions, like 1 through 5, 1 through 3, whatever, like really both, out there, so that all they got to do is just go back and read. But you know what students don't do? They don't read the instructions. And I can't get mad at the students, because when I got to put something together, I don't read the instructions either. So it's just a human thing. It's a human nature thing. All right, guys, man-to-man coverage.
I want to hear from the GM. Come on, Tony. Break this down, man. When are we going to see more man-to-man and less zone? Now, they're splitting it up a little bit. You talked about that last night, but break it down for us.
I think you could potentially see it this game. And the reason why I'm saying it is because Slayton is their big-time threat. They do have Golden Tate. He's more of a chain-moving possession wide receiver. So I think they might come out and try to establish and run that man coverage to give the defensive line an extra second, if you will, instead of covering grass as a defensive back. So if they're in man and they press at the line of scrimmage, it's going to cause the quarterback for the Giants to have to hold on the ball for another second until they get off, beat that press, and get into the route and create a window for him to throw. So, and we all know Tony Oden is 100% man coverage coach. That's his philosophy. So I think we might see it this week, but on the other hand, if it does not work out, they're going to revert right back to the zone real quick. But I do think this is the week they're going to try to test it out.
All right, Nick, what are your thoughts, man? We can see it this week. I like that, man. A change. That's a curveball there.
Yeah. I mean, I've been saying it since week 1. Like, I've been asking the question, like, do you guys see that we've been playing man more and more? And obviously, you know, with Tony Oden coming over, and we also talked about with Richard Sherman off the field, it seemed like we played even more man. So, meaning these guys are comfortable. Kella Witherspoon's comfortable in man. Emmanuel Mosley's comfortable in man. And we were talking about, is Richard Sherman just not comfortable in man, right? And that's why he's played in the zone type defense for so long. He's studied and has, you know, got the expertise that he needs in the zone coverage. So is that a reason why the 49ers have been going back and forth with man? Or is it a reason why we're going to see more man going forward until Richard Sherman comes back? So it's an interesting question. I would think that man would be better with no pass rush as good as you have before, due to the fact that you got time to cover compared to playing off or press or zone, where those guys can get faster passes out and things like that. So I'll be interested to see if we play more man this week.
Yeah.
My turn? Or your
Go ahead. There you go.
You sure? No, I'll close it out.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I wonder if it matters what corners are up. That's what I'm worried about. Like, there you go. Paul is saying over here, Sherman's a liability in man, right? It depends on what receiver he's on. I think Sherman will be okay against a guy like what are some big names in our division?
I think Sherman would have been good against a guy like Hopkins in man if they would have put him on.
Yeah, so I was gonna say Sherman, Fitzgerald, Hopkins, but what you don't want him covering are the speedy guys in man, right? Those are the ones that he could kind of lose a little bit on. So I think I'm wondering if it depends on the corners that are out there. Are they more comfortable with Mosley and man? I like Mosley and man coverage more than I like him in zone.
Nice.
That's how I feel about Mosley. But you know, it's just some of the stuff that we have to think about. And then to backtrack just a little bit, Melissa was talking about Quan Alexander being a liability. He's second on the team in tackles. He's actually tied for second. He should be second, but Mosley was being targeted that one game. And so he's tied with second also. That first game where he had the 15 whatever catches, that was a lot of tackles his way also. And then I want to know also if Sean fired that guy after he almost poisoned everybody. I know he said that the reason they kept him around in the first place was because he wouldn't call out sick and stuff like that. That's cool, but you almost had a lawsuit. I want to know if my man kept his job after that. Because let me tell you, Dante Johnson does something equivalent to that, his ass is gone.
He's cut. He is. But guess what they do, Mike? Guess what they do? Guess what the 49ers do? They bring his ass right back. They find a way to find Dante Johnson back on this team. I do want to touch on this week, man-to-man. And we talked a little bit about this yesterday on the crossover show. And I don't think we want to run man-to-man because I think that is what Daniel Jones' strength is. He looks for man-to-man coverage, and he's able to get the ball to his receivers in man-to-man. If you want to confuse Daniel Jones, we need to play some of the best zone defense in our lives, right? We need to have those cornerbacks, those safeties, like really owning in on the quarterback, forcing him to be uncomfortable. I don't think we see a lot of man. Now, we might see some man on one side, zone on the other, things like that. But I feel like if we go all man out in this particular week, I think that goes to Daniel Jones' strengths, and I think we hinder ourselves.
We will see, man. I like the split decisions here. Nick, do you have any final thoughts? I mean, I know you touched on it, but it looked like you wanted to jump in and say something else, and you're on mute.
No, I was just saying that was going to be the thing because we talked about it. You know, Kid Blue was saying that Daniel Jones excels in man-to-man compared to zone. and Wayne touched on it. And that's one of the things that it's going to be interesting to see this week is if we play more man-to-man or do we play zone because of Daniel Jones's ability to diagnose and excel in man coverage compared to zone coverage. So it'll be interesting to see. So it looks like our guy Marcus is here. We're going to pop him in here. Oh, somebody else took it from me. I hit it, and then Mike is clicking away over there.
What's good? What's good?
What's going on, fellas? We're going to pause that too. How you know it was me?
Because you're the one that's been clicking everything today. You're paying attention to comments. You're paying it. Yes, it's you. Tell me I'm lying. No, exactly. I see that smirk.
You guys are the odd couple. I promise. That's who you.
It was me. Shut up. It was me.
Exactly. You can see it on your face because as soon as it goes back down, your eyes go. You give it away. So Marcus, what's up, baby?
What's up, man? I almost thought that y'all didn't like a brother no more, man. I ain't been on the show since the draft, and I was getting worried that we wasn't friends no more. So I'm just happy, to be back on the show. Excuse my emotions. I'm just happy to be back, happy to be home. Talking Niners with my guys, man. It's good to see y'all, man. It's good to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
You got it.
Okay, let me get myself together.
Man up. No, I'm just playing.
So Marcus, man, welcome to the crew, man. You got that first article out yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
First article off the books.
Yep.
Appreciate the opportunity, man. Like I said, man, I love talking ball with y'all. I love talking about our Niners, man. So it's a wonderful opportunity for me to kind of spread my wings and do something different than what I normally do. But I'm embracing that opportunity, and again, I thank y'all for that opportunity. So let's just keep it going.
Yeah, man. So what are your thoughts heading into this week, man? Or what are your questions that you have for this week?
My thoughts heading into this week, I think, are similar to all of you guys. I think we're going to win this game. I don't want it to be close. I want us to kind of go in right away, take control of this game, and then we dictate what happens throughout, the rest of the game. But it's always going to be, tough to see how the team responds on the turf with the injuries, how we're dealing with that emotionally. So it's this game is going to be a test for the team just to see where we are mentally, just to see if that focus is there, like everybody says it has been, throughout, the shortened off season. So we'll see. So only two questions that I have are for both sides of the ball. One for the defense side, one for the offensive side. So offense first. What are you guys' thoughts, or what are your guys' concerns about the offensive line, specifically the interior? We know Trent Williams is good, but with Brunskill starting at guard, with Garland at center, the Jets only had one sack, but they were able to create some pressure. And listening to the crossover show yesterday, KB was saying that front is good in run defense. They may not, be good in pass defense and in pass rush, but if they can get pressure up the middle and kind of collapse that pocket on Nick Mullens, will that interrupt the game plan? So that's my question for offense. And then my question for defense, if Dante Dookie Johnson, my bad, Nick, if he struggles early, or if Jason Verrett struggles, how soon do we see somebody like Tavarius Moore, who's solid in the defense trust? How soon do we see them switch him into more of a cornerback role instead of that backup safety role that he's been playing?
All right, who wants to go first? Wayne, you want to go first?
I'll go first. I'm going to go first with the offensive line. First off, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good, man. How are you? Good to see you.
Good. That was a great article you put out.
Appreciate that.
Their strength of this defense is on the interior, like you just said. You had Tomlinson Williams, and I forgot the other guy's name. Well, I think he was from Clemson. He was a first-round draft pick last year.
Dexter.
Yeah, there you go. But I think if we were more an interior run team, it would be a bigger issue because let's be real, we are more athletic and finesse offensive linemen on the interior. So with our strength being on the outside, but we do have the versatility to run inside, I really think this game is going to go by how they play on the inside. Garland, Tomlinson, and Brunskill. I think that's going to be the pretty much baseline if we win this or not. I do think that these guys could handle it, but if they don't, that's when this offense will struggle and they will get pressure up the middle when it comes to passing, and it'll screw up Nick Mullens. So that's why I think Kyle's going to come out with a heavy run-first attack to try to get those guys on their heels, like I said earlier, and then, then they're going to hit them with the pass, and then hopefully these guys can hold up on the inside. Just one quick note. Ben Garland, 0 pressures last week, according to PFF. That's big. So we'll see going forward. What was the second one, Mose?
If Verrett and Dante Johnson struggle on the outside and we don't trust Webster, how soon do you think Saleh and the defense will move to various more to corner instead of playing that backup safety role?
If the game, I think if they struggle and they get up on us, like let's say they put up like 10-0 or 14-0, and it's all because of the outside play, I think you see him pull the trigger faster than what people are thinking. And if that's the case, I do think Webster will get his opportunity. But if that's the case, you're going to see a team this next week when we go back home to play Philly, they're going to start bringing in more corners and try to filter people through and see if they can get somebody, because I understand Verrett last year, he gave up 2 huge plays. We were there. And then the second one was Dante Johnson, 2 games, 2 huge penalties. So don't think the Giants aren't going to try him, because they are.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. I'm keep freezing over here for some odd reason. I'm not sure what's going on. Can you guys still hear me? You good?
Yeah.
All right.
Loud and clear, buddy. Right. We got you.
Yeah. So, I think Tony pretty much hit it on the head, as in, I talked and discussed about this earlier was, that right side of the line, and we talked about it on last night's show as well, is that center of our line offensively is where the problem is, right? And they're interior with a 3-4 front. While they're not as good at pass rush, but they're also really decent at they're 24th against the run, but doesn't show on the field that they're 24th on the field. So against the run, Tony pretty much answered the questions. My worry really is with I think Garland is fine, but I think that Brunskill and Mike McGlinchey is where our issue comes in. And those 2 guys now, obviously McGlinchey's on the outside, so it really we're going to need a big game out of Brunskill.
I agree. I won't touch on it. I know that there's people waiting. I'm sorry to cut this one short, but we've got people waiting, Mo. So I'm sorry, but listen, do me a favor. Call your cousin Emmanuel. Tell him to strap up and ball out this weekend.
Wait a minute.
We need him out there, right?
Strapping balls? The stuff that's coming out of your mouth, bro. I don't know if it was that cream filled thing you ate this morning. Wait a minute. What am I saying? I don't know, yeah, Mike.
I don't know if I can call him and tell him to strap up, but I'll tell him to play a good game. I'll tell him that.
Please don't.
I'm not.
Yo, Mose, just don't tell him that, man. Just be like, yo, man, play. Yo, the brother said play a good game.
I hate y'all. I hate all.
Mike had that strawberry filled crumpet too, like on the side of right.
At least it wasn't cream filled.
No, I think I got a family emergency. I might have to step off for it.
Yeah.
This is what you get on a Saturday, guys. This is what it is.
That's
what the early morning takes, man. Early morning takes. But
all right, fellas, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming on, answering the questions. Let me get out of here and let some other faithful jump in.
Love you, brother.
Peace.
Mose, we'll get up together. Hey, are you going to Nuno's tomorrow? Are you doing anything or what?
No, my wife is cooking gumbo right now, so I'm not going nowhere. I am not going anywhere, bro.
All right, well, make sure
is it seafood gumbo? Seafood?
Oh, yes, sir. Blue crab, shrimp.
Just text me the address, bro. That's all. Just text me the address.
Oh, I'm not going nowhere.
I'll be over and we'll do our ladder drills and then eat.
Yes, sir.
So let's go.
All right, man.
I'll see you, Marcus.
Peace.
Get the next guest on the show.
With Marcus in his article, I'm going to bring in the next guy here. Marcus in his article said that he expects the defensive line to get busy.
I do too.
He expects our defensive line to get after. That's high praise with no Ford, no Bosa. And
it is.
Well, we'll get to it later, but that was I like that. I like that. So
and
all right, let's get to the next person.
Great. So
really good article, guys. Make sure you guys head over to Nothing But Niners and check that out. It's called Faithful Friday Expectations. So check that out for Marcus's first article, man. Big shout out to him, and welcome to the team again.
Absolutely. Now this man here. Oh, wait, hold on. We're gonna take him out. Turn down the music in the background so that way we don't get sued by anybody. But then we're going to bring him in. He's been waiting a long time. He's been waiting a long time to get in here, so we apologize.
That's because he's always faithful.
Yeah, 24/7, baby.
Yeah, we got
what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up, guys? It's been a long time. I only got a few minutes. I only got maybe 1 minute from me because I got my kids. I got to put them in the house and everything. So, how you doing, Breezy? All gas, no brakes, baby.
Let's go. All gas, no brakes. Let's go.
Can you guys hear me or not?
Yep. Yeah, we got you.
Loud and clear.
Hello?
Yeah, we got you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you loud and clear, baby.
Okay. Yeah, it's a delay. It's a delay. All right. I can hear you guys. It's a delay. I can hear myself.
All right. So what do you?
Quick, I want to tell you is I think Mullens will be fine, and our defense will step up no matter what. And plus, with Sonny Kwan out, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What I got? My score protection, you mean?
Go ahead, get your thought
hear
off.
me?
Go ahead. Got you.
Yeah, we got you. We can hear you loud and clear. We're just letting you have the floor to speak.
All right. Yeah. Like I said, Mullens will be fine, and our defense will be fine, and all the guys are gonna be stepping up in the backup, especially for Hasty. All them, we're all gonna step up. We'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. And my score prediction is close. Gonna be like it's probably gonna be most like Knicks. I think we'll be doing real good, and our defense will show up. And I say around the same score we did with the Jets. I say that's why I say it's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be close. Did you hear me or no?
Yeah, we got you, man. 31-13. Right. That's your score prediction. I like it, man.
Yeah. So basically, that's where I'm at. So, and I'm sorry I cut you short, but I'm gonna get my kids in the house and take care of them. I'm sorry, guys. I really am.
Family first, man. We appreciate you stopping in and rapping with us too, man. We definitely do.
No problem, guys. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.
Peace out, baby.
Happy day to the family too, man.
Go Niners!
Niners, all gas, no brakes.
All day, baby. You know what's what's cool about that is, he's like the fan base is so confident right now, and it's a cool thing to see that even when the chips are there, that means that they believe in what this GM and head coach have built. They believe in the backups. They believe in the depth. I'm telling you, man. If you just rewind to when they first got here, and if you told me the Niners are going into a game without their top two running backs, without their number one wide receiver, without their quarterback, without their number one tight end, without their top two pass rushers, it's a wrap. That game is over. Look at how confident we are going forward. It's amazing, man. It's truly a testament to the depth and the trust that we have in this regime. It's crazy.
And that's what the difference is, right? Is because those starters that were our starters before were really tier 2, tier 3 players. Those were our starters. So that when you go from a tier 2 starter, then you're going into your tier 3, tier 4s. That's where it gets scary. Now we got tier 1 starters, but our tier 2s are right there and can start. Most of them could probably start or get a lot of playing time on another team, right? So I don't want to say all of them, but some of them. That's the difference. Look, we said this the other night on the show. this regime, Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, have built this team as an entire team, not just starters. So they've built this depth, the starters, and people that can take over for them in exactly the way to where you don't miss a beat. I don't want to say miss a beat, because obviously you're missing a beat with George Kittle, being off the field, or Jimmy Garoppolo to Nick Mullens or something like that. But it's not as drastic. It's not like jumping off a cliff. So it's still manageable.
I just think it's also the ability for them to identify players that fit this scheme and fit with the type of player that they're looking for. And also you have to really give credit to the coaching staff for preparing all these guys. These guys are truly this team. And I've been watching football a very long time. I've never seen a team that can literally just say plug and play as much as we do. I mean, whether it was Justin School, you had Ross Dwelly last year, you got Jordan Reed this year, who was a one-time Pro Bowl tight end. You have Ziggy Ansah, you got Kerry Hyder. They just grab these guys that they know that fit, that their strengths fits their philosophy on offense and defense. And that is why I think we are more confident than we were in previous years. Even before Kyle and John came in, with Chip Kelly and Tom Sula, they were pulling all these players off the street. Man, they were garbage. But they're very good at what they do in that front office.
I agree, Tony. I agree. Listen, we're going to read this comment that came in. We got a text message, so text message is going to be read on the air. This is our guy, Delvin. All right. He says, I have a question for all of you, all of us, right? And the Niners Empire, so those out there can answer too. After the Super Bowl that we should have won, have we been playing as the uncrowned champion or on a mission to get back at it? It just doesn't feel like it to him. It doesn't feel like we've been playing like we're on a mission to get back to that, Super Bowl after 2 weeks. What do you guys think about that, guys? Shout out to our guy, Delvin from Jacksonville.
So you're saying, say that again, Wayne? I'm sorry.
All right, so he's pretty much saying, look, we didn't win the Super Bowl, and we're not playing like we're trying to get back there. It looks like we're just not playing with that same energy or synergy we had, I guess, going down the stretch. How do you guys feel about that?
It could be a couple things. It could be the shortened off season, number one. Number two, the injuries. If you really sit back and look at it, I know we're in week 3, but they only played 2 games, including preseason. And like we spoke about on your show that day, the inter-squad scrimmaging. That is 1 full week of games where we went to Denver last year and they just battled out for 1 full week. As much as that's nothing, it's just something that it is full out game rep. But of course, like we said on the show, there's a quick whistle. Mm-hmm. So they're not going to let these guys get hurt. But it's full bore until that whistle blows. So I just think that little thing right there, that piece, and then the 4 no preseason games for the coaching staff to get, in their routine, their pregame, their postgame, all that, their halftime adjustments. It's just the little things like that affected this team out the gate. And another big thing, and I know someone just said it, I was going to say it, but I don't care what anybody says. If that stadium was packed week 1, we walk out of there with a W. I'm sorry. I think this team is very hurt with no fans. It's not the same team. They're not as intense. I mean, Quan Alexander was a nut. I remember when, you see him on the field. He's jumping around. They do their pregame thing. Yeah, they did it. But during the game, it's kind of just okay, let's play football. Players feed off of crowd reaction. That's just the way I see it.
Well, you heard Fred Warner saying is mic'd up. He's like, this is just so weird. Raheem Mostert just broke a long one and it's silence. It's silent. He's like, this is just weird. He said that on his mic'd up, and it's you know that they use the fans to feed off of, right? And I totally agree with you there, Tony. As to, this team not playing like they have something to, playing with their heads cut off, I guess you could kind of say. It's week 3. We're going into week 3, and there's a lot of things like you just said, training camp, OTAs, all that stuff to make it feel like a regular season, right? You go through those grinds. You're into the regular week 1. You lose that game, right? No matter what it is. And then you get hit with the injury bug. Like these guys are humans, right? They know what their team is capable of doing, and they all know that, losing a Nick Bosa or losing a Jimmy Garoppolo or losing a Raheem Mostert or a Tevin Coleman, it's detrimental to the team. That just means that other people have to step up, like you said, right? So do I think that they're not playing with that urgency, I guess you could say? I think it's too early to tell. Because what this team has been hit with, like I said, no training camp. I don't want to say no training camp, no mini camp, no OTAs, a limited training camp, and then going into week 1 and just losing that game. Like, I think they're just down on the right level and just taking it again now as game by game, week by week. We have to do this, and this is what they have to do. They have to climb, whether we like to say it or not. They do have to climb out of a hole. Right? There is a hole that they have to climb out of. Can they do it? Absolutely. So I don't think it's that they're not playing with urgency. I think that the energy level is definitely different on the field. I don't know if it's definitely different as in, speed-wise or things like that. But I definitely don't think it's a reason to worry right now. We're going into week 3. If this is the same energy and stuff that you're getting in week 8, week 9, like maybe, yeah, you lost the urgency. But it also depends. They've been hit with a lot.
It's a must-win game, and I think that the only thing I'm going to say on this is this: after the Super Bowl loss, I think the NFL was happy to move on from the 49ers. It feels different. It doesn't feel like we're the team that just left the Super Bowl or was representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. It seems like they're ready for us to just be last year's story, and let's find this team in the NFC and crown them. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, the Cowboys just had their biggest comeback in history. Da, 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 da. Like, here we go. Like, they're over with us. All those injuries that we sustain, you would think that team putting up that many points with all those injuries and stuff like that, losing those players so early on, would have made major headlines, right? Like, this team showed this depth. They show their prowess. They don't care. They're ready to move on from us. The team has to develop that. I've never seen a team so quickly become an underdog or the forgotten people after appearing in the Super Bowl. That's all I got on it. You guys want fans?
Quick question.
Here's fans. No, I'm kidding. Let me stop. That was a bad joke.
Just a quick question. Do we know the line on this game? I think the Niners are favored by
3.5.
3.5.
3.5. It went from 7.5.
Yeah, that says a lot for.
It went from 7.5 to 3.5.
All right, now that says a lot that a team that's 100% decimated by injuries and is on the road, and they're still favorites. That says a lot. I mean, it could be Vegas playing a game, like, forcing people to take the Giants, getting 3.5 at home, but.
Do you get 3.5 at home for your fans, or do you get 3.5 at home because of less travel? Honestly,
the home, I guess if you consider it even keel, it's kind of like you get 3 points for home. That's the way that's the way Vegas views it, in my opinion. Unless it's like it's something like we're going into Seattle and like the both teams are at full strength. It's 14-2 and 14-2, or 12-2 and 12-2 teams going in for the stretch, and we're in Seattle, they'll get maybe 1.5 or 2. So it's kind of like a push, but I just think that says a lot about the Niners, man. Only 3, they're getting 3.5, and they're the road team with more injuries across the board. I understand they lost Saquon Barkley, but you're talking about quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end. Like, come on, 2 defensive ends. So I don't know.
All right, let's bring this fan in. I don't know if he knows he's about to come on the show, but it's fan time.
We told you this show is all about the fans. There you have it. Like, there he is.
Maybe, there he is.
There he is.
Yeah. Yo, I'm sitting here messing with the dog, man. I'm like, what are they talking about? And I'm like,
Wait.
fan.
You're not
the fan.
You're not messing with the dog like you're not messing with the dog like Joe Budden, right?
Come
Not
on,
at all.
Nick.
Not at all. Not at all.
Come on.
Just playing around. My boy's got a big ass Great Dane. I'm just playing with her. Yo, it's crazy. I don't even know what the hell we're touching on. What are we touching on right now? Because I had some questions and I've been
apparently dogs.
Like, where am I even going? Well, I mean, we could talk about dogs.
No, man. I mean, you got the floor, baby. Like, what are your takes?
The floor is yours. Fire away.
What are your takes on this tomorrow's game?
Before I forget, I just want to say the guy you had on there earlier, Mose, the big guy. That was great. That was dope. He was saying he wasn't gonna go to Nuno's tomorrow because his wife was making gumbo. So I was like, if you're still watching Mose, shout out to you, bro. That's what's up, that family thing. Yesterday was a 4-year anniversary of my brother's murder, so I'm all about that family shit. So that's dope. Spend as much time as you can. I want to say what's up to Breezy. What's up to Tony?
What's good, baby?
What's up?
Yeah, haven't met you guys. I had the opportunity to meet Mike at Nuno's for the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, that was a tough one for us, and I get real emotional. So, I was out there tearing up and everything. I'm a crier. So I was like, man, this is tough for me, but it was cool. It was nice to meet Mike. Me and Nick actually, I met Nick years ago. Nick has a emergency services background, as a lot of you guys will know. I'm an EMT, so I know Nick from back in the day. Riding ambulances and everything. So, Nick's good people. But I was just trying to get on earlier. You guys already touched on what I wanted to talk about, but it's pretty much, talk about the Nick Mullens thing. How you guys brought that up and everything. And I've noticed on a lot of platforms that there wasn't a lot of faith in him, and I was like, part of me is like, I can kind of understand it, but another part of me is like, hold up, we're supposed to be faithful. Like, we're Niners faithful, and no matter what, have that faith because this is our team, And I think Nick is the best backup that we've had in a while. Like, I didn't if I didn't have faith in anybody, it would be like C.J. Beathard or Blaine Gabbert. No faith, but I think that Nick Mullens can, pull off some moves for us, and and it's, I don't think it's going to be easy for us. And again, you guys touched on that too, with all the injuries we got last week. Again, Nick Bosa getting hurt, Simon Thomas, all that stuff with Jimmy G. I was out there tearing up last week. I started to tear up. I'm like, because this is revenge tour, man, 2020, man. Like, so I'm like, my emotions are just everywhere. But I got faith in Nick Mullens, and I think hopefully we don't sustain any more injuries this week. We got to play on this new turf again this week. But I think that Nick Mullens can pull it off for us, and I'm not saying it's going to be easy. And the Giants got something to prove. Their quarterback has got something to prove. So I think that moving forward, we're gonna take this game, and that's it, man. I would love to get out to. I'm gonna try to get out to Nuno's this week if I can, But I'm not positive on that right now. If I can't go tomorrow. Not positive yet, but I'm doing a lot of family things. Got a lot of family in town and stuff, so I don't know yet. But I'm trying to get out there. But either way, I will definitely be out there soon. But yeah, again, sorry to be repetitive, but yeah, that's pretty much why I was getting on video coming in, because I saw a lot of negatives, and I hate seeing when people post that. Like I be having my negative feelings too, but I don't like to post. And everybody's obviously entitled to your opinion, but at the same time, as a faithful, I feel like you're coming out here and you're saying you're a Niners fan, but you're bashing the team when you come on and say, oh, nah, fuck that. Nah, Nick Mullens don't got what it takes. No, you know what? Whether I think he has what it takes or not, I'm still going to show my support if I'm posting something on social media. I'm not going to make it seem like I don't have the faith in him. I got to have the faith in him. As a team and as a fan base, that morale is everything. We got to bring each other up. and and that's great. So I got a lot of faith in that. And Tony had touched on something a little while ago. He was just talking about how the front office, and he mentioned Justin School and Ziggy Ansah. Like I totally agree with that 100%, Tony. That's awesome because I do have 100% faith in our coach, our general manager, and I'm a huge John Lynch fan from back in the day. I mean, I'm a Niners faithful, but I love John Lynch and Tampa Bay days. So that means a lot. And that's why I love watching you guys. You guys all put in great input. I love the arguments, and I love everybody's opinions. And you guys make everybody think outside the box, and especially Mike. Mike's one of those big guys, thinking outside the box. Like, hold up, I disagreed at first, but hold up, now Mike in here talking some crazy shit. Oh, excuse my language. Mike's in here talking some crazy stuff, and damn, he got me thinking a little more. Is he right? He could be right. I don't know. We gotta wait and see what happens. But love the podcast. I jump on whenever I can and watch. Try to support as much as I can. Like I said, again, I got to meet Mike last year one time, and I look forward to seeing him again. And much love.
Next time we meet, we winning though, bro. We win in that game
for sure. I have no doubts about tomorrow at all. No doubts. I don't think it's going to be easy. I'm hoping for a nice big score ahead of them like we did the Jets last week. But I also just hope we can just play it safe, keep it close, and not struggle too much because I'm worried about any more injuries. It's killing me. But again, I'm always faithful, and just like Tony said, our front office is they make really smart moves, and they're putting what they believe people in place to help us get through this hard time. So yeah, I'm just sitting back here as a regular fan. I mean, I don't nowhere near on y'all level. Like that's why I watch you guys all the time. I'm trying to learn more and get more into different aspects of the game. So and you guys give me a lot of education. So I take that on. And I love you guys like I love anybody else. I look at when I said about people talking about Nick Mullens and stuff. Like kind of like reminds me. I follow that one guy. I know you guys know. What's his name? Grant Cohn.
Grant Cohn, yeah.
Yeah, Grant Cohn. He has a lot of good input and things. I watch him, but a lot of times I always get a little pissed off sometimes. I'm like, why are you talking shit? I'm like, you lucky I ain't out there, bro. You lucky I ain't out there. I don't want to hear. I'm like, sometimes you say some stuff, Grant, and I just want to slap you, bro. And I'm like, if I was standing in front of you, I'd be like, don't say that. Don't say that because you're gonna make me mad. I was like, because I don't do the negative, and I don't care what nobody says, and I don't care how bad nobody's doing. You're not really gonna hear much negative from me about my Niners. I don't play that. I ain't beat. So that's that's it. That's all I really want to touch on. And I got like I said, I got 100% faith in Nick Mullens. So thank you guys for having me. If you guys want to, I don't know if I'm cut off now. I think I might have took too much time, but but that's what it is.
Darius, it's always a pleasure, man. We appreciate you, man. We got to get together soon. If not this week, man, we got to get together for that Eagles Sunday night game.
Absolutely. Yo, definitely, bro. And I forgot one more thing. Trying to keep up with fucking. My language. I'm sorry, guys.
You're all right. You're okay.
I never was really that big into hats, but I started watching all podcasts and everything, and I'm just trying to keep up with Breezy.
Yo, I was about to comment on the hat. The dome piece is looking fresh on your head, baby. I definitely like that Kyle Shanahan hat.
No
Nick,
doubt.
I don't like the one Nick has on, but I definitely love the one you got on, Darius. That's my style. That's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, and how do you think Kyle Shanahan needs to go back to the red joint or to keep rocking the gray joint? What are your thoughts? That was my only question.
I like the gray joint, and I want one, but I want to just say for Shanahan, be like, yo, that was a one game thing, and now that hat, I would love to have it and just put it, wear it one day and put it on the show. But that hat for me now is a bad omen.
Gotcha.
Because you wore that game, and you wore that game, and now it's a bad omen. I want it for one game. Shanahan, hang that hat, Let's go back to the trucker snapback. Let's do this because Breezy. I watched the podcast. I seen it, and I'm like, hold up, that's the Shanahan hat. That's the hat. I went straight on NFL.com and I ordered it.
Yes, sir. It took a while to come, but you got it, baby.
It definitely took almost a month, but when I dropped in, and you know what? Even my boys, I'm right here. I'm in Brawley County, New Jersey, man. I got nothing but Eagles fans around me and everything. So they be hating, but they like, yo, I like that hat. I was like, you can thank Shanahan for that, and you can also shake his hand, or you can virtually shake his hand and act like you are. We about to beat that ass. So I'm talking.
That's what I'm talking about. Beating that ass into next week, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
I cannot wait till next week, yo, because everybody's like, yo, D, Niners, Eagles. I'm like, bro, no, Niners.
Yeah,
it's Niners. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know what? I'm taking this one to the heart. I'm like, nah, all y'all do is talk. I'm like, this our day. I said, all I need right now is to just take this Eagles game, and I know we got that. And we coming in there with a beat up defense, but we still gonna shut it down. We shutting it down.
Good stuff, baby. Good stuff, Darius, man. We appreciate
I hope
you, man.
but before I get out of here, I hope that I get to bump into you and Tony. Love to meet you guys. Appreciate all you guys do, yo. It's real love out here, man. Appreciate you guys having me. And yo, Niners Nation, bro, forever. You already know.
Let's go.
All right, Darius, I'll hook up with you, man.
After our guy Darius, man, speaking from an emotional point there, let me tell you, man, I don't know if anybody, well, y'all probably haven't seen Darius, but he's a big dude, right? And he was so hurt at the Super Bowl, man. I'm like, come on, man, it's all right. We're going to be okay. And I didn't know if he was going to punch me. I didn't know. It was my first time meeting him. He's an intimidating guy. Like he's like just standing. He's so hurt, man, And our condolences. He's in the cars. Huh?
He was like up by himself. We had to go look for him. Like he was emotional.
Yeah.
That was a tough loss, man.
Yeah, and he said this is 4-year anniversary of his brother's murder. So our condolences to him and his family. We understand if you don't make it the New Nose tomorrow. Obviously, you got family in town. We get it. So you do what you got to do there. But guys, let's get another caller or participant on if there's anybody in the queue. I don't know. I don't have it up over here. So if there's anybody in the queue, let's try to get somebody else in here. We got about 10, 15 more minutes of show left, and then we're going to get out of here.
I have another comment to read. This is from LaShawna. She's from Connecticut, actually. She says, listen, I think you guys have a good chance to win it this year. I want your 49ers to win. My faith is with you in all the 49ers. And she really believes that this team is going to, turn around all the adversity and get it done. So shout out to LaShawna. We truly appreciate this message and reading your comment on the air. Thank you so much for that. How do you guys feel about us winning it all?
We winning this year.
Yeah,
it's our year, man.
Injuries or not, it's going down, baby. Like Young Jock said, it's going down.
We don't want it to come easy either, Pauls. We want to earn this one. We want people to sit there and say that, we had to work for this one, honestly, because last year we caught people by surprise. Now everybody's gunning for us. It's not the other way around, right?
Correct.
Before we were out to prove something. Now we're out to defend. I know we didn't win it all, but now our guard is up. Now we have to counter other teams' attacks on us as opposed to us being the ones that were doing the attacking. We want it. We want it rough. We want it hard. I'm sure. I see. All right, never mind. Y'all got it.
Well, you paused after that. Never mind.
No, you're right. No, I know. That's why I felt it coming out, and I was like, yeah, this ain't.
This ain't coming around right.
This ain't the show for it. This ain't the show for it, man.
No, I mean, look, a lot of our callers today have made like really good points, and like Darius was saying, man. Look, injuries happen in the NFL. You got to stay faithful. You can't go, oh, this guy's always hurt, let's just cut him. Oh, this is going on, let's just cut him. Like you got to have faith in what we've built here, and you got to have faith in this team in general. And he said it, perfectly. Just it's your team. Rep them to the fullest and represent them to the fullest as well as just have faith in them that they can get it done. And if they can't, then it's on to next year. But we're in week 3. We got a lot of time left, a lot of football left.
Must-win game, though. Must-win game.
It is a must-win game.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a must-win game.
Oh, another one agrees.
Wait,
I
Tony, is this a must-win game?
I got
Don't get
17
silent on me,
minutes
Tony.
left. Huh?
Don't get silent on me. Is this a must-win game?
I said it yesterday. It's a must-win game.
Oh,
Every game is a must-win game, in my
So we
opinion.
got to go 15-1.
No, you don't have
No,
to.
you have to go in with the mentality of it's a must-win game.
I like that, Tony.
Mm.
I do.
That's
Like,
the way I
That
explained
doesn't
it
mean it's going to
yesterday.
happen, but I definitely like
It's
having that
it's the
mentality.
way that I was taught when I played, and it's the way I coached when I coached. You have to go into every game as a must-win game. That's the mentality. Because the minute you don't, you get laxed. Perfect example, Atlanta Falcon game. That is the perfect scenario. They overlooked that team, and it bit them right in the ass.
Mm. Now, I have a question for you guys.
Okay, all right.
Oh, go ahead, Breezy. I'm sorry.
Because when I think about that game and I go back and rewind it or replay it in my mind, we won the game. We just lost the game. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, the game was ours. We just couldn't close it out. You know, fumble happened, couldn't stop Julio even though he was stopped, couldn't stop Julio from getting in the end zone or whatever or whatnot. But I guess if you mean by pure dominance, yeah, we didn't dominate in that game. But I felt like Kyle put us in the position to win that game or every game. And some we just didn't come out winners.
I don't think that Shanahan did a good job of the play calling that game at all.
That game, what I mean by positioning to win the game, I'm not saying his play calling was 100% good. It was super vanilla. Even Robert Saleh's defense was playing weird. All I'm saying is we could have won that game. We just didn't close it out.
Yeah, we had an opportunity. Yeah, there was definitely a chance there to win that one. So my question to you guys is this, man. I think I said it here, maybe not, but I think I would have preferred to see with the new weapons we have, or when the weapons come back, I should say. If Jimmy were to go down, I think I would prefer to see CJ Beathard and his arm and abilities over Nick Mullens in there. Now, I know that sounds crazy, right? But if we were healthy and the only player on the offense that we lost was Jimmy Garoppolo, don't you guys think it would be a bit?
Hell no. Why are you even asking this question?
Because Beathard's arm talent.
I don't care. So he could throw the ball further down the field. Can he throw those throws across the middle? No.
No, Beathard's biggest weakness was he would hold the ball way too long.
Right.
He would hold it, and then try to get it off, and it just didn't. Either that or he would get sacked.
But we don't think that 3 years in this system, 4 years in this system, and learning from these other guys that he's changed at all. I mean, you guys just
because he can't even win the backup spot.
I think
so. No, he hasn't changed.
I know where Mike is going with this. All right.
But y'all just got done saying that this team is completely different than how it was before. You talked about the weapons. Y'all talked about the growth.
The biggest thing is he's been in competition, right? He's been in competition, and he can't even beat the competition now to become the backup. So what has he progressed?
I didn't say that he should be the backup quarterback. I'm saying, do you think that the game plan and do you think the offense could be more exciting with Beathard in there because of his arm talent?
No.
No,
that's exactly what I'm saying. No, because you're skipping over Nick Mullens, who is the backup, to put a CJ Beathard in with this offense. If that was the case and this offense was more exciting or energetic with a CJ Beathard behind the line, then he would have been the backup quarterback. But his talent isn't there to be a backup quarterback, so why would it make any difference?
He could not be the backup quarterback because of the mental side of the game, not because of the physical side of the game.
Yeah, he's definitely got the physicality, bro.
You don't think you have to have all of those?
Yeah, but that's what he just said. You get what I'm saying? Like you need them all, but he's got the physicality. This dude takes a licking and keeps on ticking, right? And can still get the ball down the field. It's just that I don't think the 49ers offense fits him. Maybe he can go to Jacksonville and be a better backup or win the spot from Gardner Minshew. Or whatnot, but I don't think he fits this particular offense.
It's not like I know Mike's trying to like say that I'm not asking the question correctly, but you want to say CJ Beathard because of his arm strength would be more exciting to watch than Nick Mullens.
Do you think we run out the same kind of offense with Nick Mullens versus CJ Beathard?
Yeah, because it's Kyle
the same offense.
Yeah.
No, because when we had Beathard in there, we weren't running a lot of stuff across the middle. So we had different wide receivers. So you had Marquise Goodwin, who played well with Beathard, who didn't play as well with Mullen. So if that means different offense pieces, then to answer Mike's question, no, we don't run with the same offense. It's going to be different scheme. Same player, same person calling the plays, but it's going to look different, right? Because you have a different person throwing to their strengths.
Well, that's what I was getting to. But no, I hear it. It's cool. Hey, Symmetry, thank you for the contribution, A. Nick Mullens is going to cause the media to stir the pot, if you know what I mean. KB, 2 scores tomorrow. Giants secondary getting fricasseed. I hope I said fricasseed right? That's how you say it? Fricasseed?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
That's a great thought. If Nick Mullens comes out tomorrow and throws 4 touchdown passes for 468 yards, 0 interceptions, what the beep? Like, what do we do, guys?
Wait,
like,
let's get Tony's final thoughts because I know he's got to go now. His phone's gonna die.
No, my computer. So you're saying if he comes out and throws
balls
404 touchdowns,
yeah.
What are you trying to say? Is it a controversy?
Yeah, that's exactly what. No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
So Jimmy Garoppolo.
You have to take in consideration of the competition. That's number one. Number two, I think they would be under immense pressure for doing that, especially the way Jimmy played versus the Jets before he got hurt. This isn't Jimmy not performing and they say, let's try Mullens. This is Jimmy getting hurt and this guy coming in versus the Giants and throwing up everything. What?
So Tony's not paying attention. We're taking you serious, but they're talking in the chat.
Look, this is asking the same question we just said was a stupid
2020,
question.
where's the charger? Yeah, that's where the charger is.
You're not supposed to read it out loud.
Look,
you guys are crazy, bro.
I'm upstairs. This is the same thing that we said was a stupid question that was asked at the podium the other day.
Mm-hmm.
This is,
so you say symmetry questions is stupid?
No. I'm saying Chris Peterman asked the question: if Jimmy Garoppolo comes out or Nick Mullens comes out and takes this offense, does this cause a quarterback controversy? Basically in San Francisco, and Kyle Shanahan blatantly said it doesn't matter how he plays. When Jimmy comes back, he's our quarterback. So. I'm not saying that his question is stupid, but the question that Chris Peterman asked was stupid because why are you asking that if he comes out here and throws for 350 yards and 4 touchdowns, right? You're also throwing the football a lot more because your running backs are out. You're going up against a poorer defense. And what are you going to do down the stretch? No, Jimmy Garoppolo is your starter, and that's what it is. So,
I'm not saying all I'm saying is, does it cause controversy? And that's what he was at. That's what Symmetry was saying. It can get the media stirred up. Right? That's the controversy, right? My backup came out here. They don't take into consideration weaker competition, all that type of stuff. The media doesn't give two cares about stuff like that. They only look at the end results, right? A win and his stats at the end of the game. Then they're going to compare it to some things like Jimmy did. They're not going to say, "Oh, Jimmy got injured in the first half of the Jets game," or blah blah blah. It's like we don't even hear about that. How well he did in the first half. You heard it the first day, and then Jimmy kind of like just is kind of withered out because now they're getting us geared up for Nick Mullens. So I think Symmetry's question is, if he goes out there and does a great job, it might cause controversy amongst the media.
It's definitely going to cause controversy amongst the media. And I think Mike is probably going to go here right now because there's already controversy in the media with Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, Jimmy Garoppolo can't do anything right in the media, right? Everything they talk about and they ask questions to other players is, how do you feel about Jimmy Garoppolo? Can Jimmy Garoppolo do this? Will he do this? So if Nick Mullens goes out and has a good game, that's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse, but that doesn't mean anything with in-house, right? So you're 100% Symmetry. Like, it's definitely going to – either way, it's going to cause controversy in the media amongst quarterback talk because they already doubt and down Jimmy Garoppolo.
I don't think it causes a quarterback controversy. I think what it does is it puts more pressure on Jimmy Garoppolo. So he says something in the middle of this. KB, 2 scores tomorrow. Kendrick Bourne has been our leading receiver for the last however many years, but he hasn't touched pay dirt yet, right? I think it could cause some sort of controversy. We talked last night how Nick Mullens and Dante Pettis have a good rapport together, right? And maybe we could see Pettis even put up some numbers here. And we also mentioned in week 1 how Jimmy didn't look for Pettis, right? If he comes in here, if Nick comes in here and he spreads the ball around, all of a sudden your wide receivers look like capable wide receivers. I don't think that anyone's going to say Jimmy Garoppolo shouldn't be the quarterback, right? I think they're going to say Jimmy Garoppolo should trust his wide receivers better. You know what I'm saying? People were so critical of how he started those first couple of games last year, and then they said, oh, the wide receivers got better when Emmanuel Sanders showed up. Emmanuel Sanders can't make them run. He can't make them run better routes, right? They were doing all that stuff all along. But for whatever reason, Jimmy started trusting wide receivers more. And so if there's a controversy to be had, I think it's going to be, why doesn't Jimmy trust his wide receivers? Not Jimmy shouldn't be the starter. It's going to be something completely different, I think. Because 2 touchdowns to KB or 2 touchdowns to Jordan Reed, it's still 2 touchdowns. The end result is one thing, but how you get there is what could be the discussion.
I see where you're going with that, and I kind of agree, but I mean, coverages dictate a lot, and Jimmy might see different coverages or see coverages differently than Nick Mullens or whatever. And it all depends on how this Giants defense decides to, play Nick Mullens, right? So then, yeah, you might get some good throws to Dante Pettis because they're not Arizona bracketed like every receiver in that game. It was almost hard for Jimmy to complete any passes to his wide receivers. So even though they ended up getting open, he went with the, not just trust. I don't even think it had to do with trusting his wide receivers. I think it was more like just trusting himself. You saw a whole different mindset of Jimmy week 2, right? Mm-hmm. With this his own membrane, insane in the brain, like just going out there saying, I'm cerebral, I could do this. Like you saw it totally different. I guarantee you the Jets played similar like wild coverages against Jimmy, but Jimmy just attacked it better. I think the coverages help dictate what the receivers do. I don't think that the receivers, when Emmanuel Sanders got here, he made the receivers better. I think it changed up the coverages. So I think having an Emmanuel Sanders made the defense play a little bit differently. So other receivers were able to, flourish in this particular type of offense. So I think the controversy is going to come, like Nick said, regardless of whether he plays well or whether he doesn't play well, because Jimmy is the golden child and Nick Mullens is, a guy that wants to start in the NFL. He doesn't want to be a backup. He wants to come out here and perform. Now, his role is the backup quarterback, but right now he's going to be starting. So I could see Nick Mullens coming out here trying to put up the best game film tape he's ever put up in his entire life. And I could see it causing some type of controversy, of quarterbacks within the media.
I know we're going to wrap this thing up soon here, but I will say this, man. We're talking about him, and if he has this amazing game, which he's only had one of his entire time as a starter,
Mike, yeah.
Right? But if he comes out here and the opposite happens, he falls on his face and they have to depend on the run game, which, by the way, I expect to be very good tomorrow. I think the run game is going to be really good tomorrow, right? But if he can't get in a rhythm with the receivers and the tight ends, right, and he falls on his face, think about that outcome and think about how that's going to change the narratives and the stories, because the last thing that we remember was Jimmy Garoppolo being on fire in that first half.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, oh my God, we got to get Jimmy back right now. We can win this game in an ugly format. And you guys remember my bold prediction from last night, right? 250 total scrimmage yards on account of our running backs. That was my bold prediction, whether it's passing or huh?
I thought it was 200.
I thought I said 250, but cool. Give me 200. That's even easier for me to cover. That's cool.
I think you said 200.
But yeah, I think that the running backs in total account for 200 total yards tomorrow.
I don't know why I feel different, Mike. I don't know why.
Huh?
I don't know why I feel a little bit different.
Really?
Like what if the running game isn't working? What if the Giants?
He's saying scrimmage yards though.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So passing and receiving.
That's way more easier for Mike to.
I think the 3 running backs that we have on this team are the three that are going to start tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are the 3 that catch passes better than the other guys that are not here.
Okay.
And that's why I think we could see some checkdowns, some plays across the middle to those guys, and they go for big yardage. I really, really do. And we knocked on Jet for running out of gas, but he can get you 30 in the blink of an eye. He might not get you that 80-yard run that Mostert got, right? But every time you give him the ball, that can go for 30 plus. You know, he might not finish at the goal line, but he can give it to you. So I think it's going to be a very interesting game, man. I really, really do. I'm gonna shut up because we're at the 2-hour mark now.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was fun, man. We've had consistently 230 people in here for our early morning show. That's great. Appreciate you guys for checking in, man. Look, it's Saturday. What? Oh, it's Saturday. I don't know what everybody else has planned for the day, but I appreciate all the people calling in. You know, whether I don't even want to go through them all. Izzy, which was Melissa, Marcus, Darius, Always Faithful, LaShonda, and
there were a couple of text messages too, right?
Yeah, that's LaShonda. Yeah, I was texting. I don't know who the other ones were. Somebody from Jacksonville.
Don't ignore Sean. Sean was on the show too.
Oh,
Serving
yeah. Big shout
poison
out
coffee.
to our guy Delta, man. It's his birthday today. So happy 41st, man. Delta. I don't know if he's in here or not, but big happy birthday shout out to him as well. He's been one of our longtime friends of the show. So
Delvin is from Jacksonville, guys. Delvin from Jacksonville.
Delvin. That's it. Delvin from Jacksonville. So appreciate all you guys, man. And yeah, I don't really have anything else, man. This is going to be a fun, interesting game to dig into tomorrow. Looking forward to it. We'll see.
Yay.
2 weeks in a row, I will be on the road for the games. I will be in the belly of the beast tomorrow in my dad's den. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And when we play the Eagles, my coworkers are Eagles fans, and they have invited me out to their little place. So hopefully we can get there and bring some fun shows to you guys from over there. If their Wi-Fi bad, I'm leaving, though. Don't worry. I'm all about the shows. So if I can't host, I ain't going to be there. But, guys, that's going to do it for today, man. We thank you all very much. The next time you'll see us, if it's not breaking news, we'll be on the game preview show. We got some good stuff to point out. A lot of stuff we've been sitting on. I can't wait to break it down for you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys are locked in and subscribed and you have those notifications turned on. That's going to do it for us here. Here for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always remain faithful, y'all.
Be out of here.
Peace.
If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. Niners. We nothing but Niners.